Hello, welcome back to another episode of Sonic 3. Your host DaBlueShadow. I'll give you his guest, TK the Hedgehog. So what's up?
This was the worst playthrough ever. And let me tell you something.
Why? Is it because of the music? Whatever. That jazzy Carnival Night Zone.
You mean Michael Jackson's Jam? No. The reason...
Oh, is this Jam? I think no, it's not Jam. What song is it?
It's Jam.
Oh yeah, the basketball, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good
Michael Jackson, you're gonna be missed so much.
Yes. Well, the reason why this playthrough sucks, 3 reasons. One, first of all, I don't know if anyone knows this, but I do have a hard time recording games because my capture device sucks. I can only see it in like, what, a 2x2 little window on the corner of my TV screen when I'm actually recording, so it's hard enough to see as it is, but it turns out that the Sega Saturn version of this game is so full of glitches. You're going to see Sonic actually disappear from the screen for about 3 seconds in Ice Cap Zone. You're going to see a bunch of glitches, and it's just, it's really not a good playthrough, and I'm having such a hard time, but that's going to change pretty soon. So we're just going to get through these 2 stages. I'm probably not going to end up collecting all 7 Chaos Emeralds, just to let everyone know.
Ah, what a shame. It's great that I've done the Sonic and Knuckles Let's Play. I've collected all 7 Chaos Emeralds for everyone to see the real power of Super Sonic.
Exactly. Now, did you get the the Super Emeralds? Oh, no, you did Sonic.
Yeah, you can't get Super Emeralds in just
Sonic and Knuckles. Right.
You only can get, yeah.
Great.
So that will leave us to our buddy Jim to do, right?
Right, and we're gonna surprise everyone with that, actually. We just spoiled the surprise. Okay, then.
It's not even a surprise anyway. He was gonna do it anyway. Everyone knew he was gonna do it.
Yeah, well, you know.
But anyway, onto Carnival Night Zone. I really find this stage quite interesting. Not as fun, but interesting because of the level design that comes with this. Because it showcases much more of, the rolling of going around on spinning disc and going as fast as possible to reach into another platform, which is pretty unique.
Well, the level is fun. It's designed to be fun. And, the only time I've never had fun on this stage is only twice. Is when I didn't know about the barrel trick, which you allegedly claim that you knew about it the whole time.
It was so obvious. Like,
oh, shut up. Oh, please. That is a load of BS.
Come on. Alright. People. It's so obvious. Look, if you're pressing up, if you're jumping at the same time, wouldn't that be a sense of attitude to actually change your idea of actually moving up or down in the battle? Because if you're jumping and nothing's happening, you're staying in the stationary position, you're going to actually try and hold up and down.
You really honestly expect me to believe that you did that on the first try?
Yes, I did. It's not that. Like, I've got so many people to play Sonic 3, like I know from my friends, and they've never had a problem to do that. The only problem they have is pretty much the annoyance that happens with those white balls that you keep them just bouncing off of, up and down. They find that really annoying, which I do as well. Like when you're going super fast and they always backtrack your stuff. That's why I didn't appreciate the level as much as I do.
But that's the best part. That's the whole ping pong,
The ping pong shameless act of going back and forth.
What is in your water over there in the UK? You guys have superhuman abilities to predict how to freaking do the barrel maneuver, and then you telling me that you don't like being bounced around on what? Never mind, I'm not even gonna finish that sentence.
Come on, the casino levels, the levels you like.
Here we go again.
Yes, Las Vegas, those levels, like in Sonic 2 Casino Night Zone. You like keeping getting bounced on, or you want to just run as fast as possible to defeat Dr. Robotnik at the end? I was thinking the second part, because I don't need much lives, I guess, but it was alright. But it's just those gimmicks, like keeping pushing you back in Sonic. That's what Casino Night Zone gave to me as well.
You're a gimmick. No, I'm just kidding. No, I enjoy the level. I enjoy the confusion and the chaos that it causes in people's lives, including the barrel thing. it's a confusing stage, but that's what makes it fun, because you're like, oh man, sweet, I'm at another casino still. Wait, this is different. You know, and it's like, whoa, what's going on? And there's water and darkness, you know what I mean? It's just like no other casino level. And it's kind of like one of those creepy carnivals. I don't know if you've ever seen like a horror movie where like there's this evil clown out to get you or something, and you're like at the carnival but all the power's out. That's what this stage kind of reminds me of, and I like it, you know.
Oh, cool. Well, also, moving away from that is the Act 2 of Carnival Night Zone is that I already showed you this special stage, but it's right at the beginning, you know, when you're going spinning down that thing.
Right.
And if you take an early jump, you're going to find the secret special stage. And I thought that was quite interesting. Like, there's not been any other stage in Sonic 3 that the special stage is right there in the first part of the act.
Oh, I'd like to correct you on that one.
Oh, please do.
There is, in Launch Base Zone, I found a special stage right at the beginning. It's of Act 2 again. It's just below when you go underwater. Now, you're probably not going to see me play it because of the horrible chaos that I'm going through just trying to record the game. But...
Yeah.
Shut up. But I will give it a try. I will definitely...
That proves it. You don't know what you're doing.
Dude, I've been playing this stage. First of all, I used to work at a place, I'm not going to mention any names. I used to play this game while I was at work, and of course we weren't allowed to, but I used to beat this game every single day on my cell phone with an emulator, and I've never had such difficulty throughout my entire life playing through just Sonic 3. That's why I chose to play this game, because I love it. And it's really easy, but this is, I don't know if it's because the Saturn version is just a bad port, or maybe I'm just failing with my my capture device, but this has got to be one of the worst playthroughs ever that I've ever seen in this game.
Hopefully someone can outshame you with that on YouTube.
Well,
I haven't really seen much bad Let's Plays on Sonic 3.
Well, I'm not gonna say it's a shame thing. It's just more of a, I'm really frustrated because, like, dude, what the flip? It feels like, it honestly feels like, you know, that time has come and I can't perform in bed. That's what it feels like.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, moving back to what you said about Launch Break Zone, I found that quite interesting because Launch Break Zone is the only zone... Oh yeah, and also Death Egg Zone from Sonic & Knuckles. The only zones I thought that you can never find a special stage in. Because I've searched everywhere in Death Egg Zone. Probably there's much more secrets to find in a special stage, but you can never find one there. And I always used to think that every last level of the classic games, you'll never find any special stages.
No, there's actually probably about 4 in Launch Base Zone, but I only found 2. But I know for the 2 that I found were low, and I know for a fact that there are 2 high ones in the stage. So I'm using my brain here and coming up with the number 4. That very well may or may not be true. However, I play Sonic 3 a lot. I really do, and I know the game pretty well. I'm having such a hard time finding special stages. Usually I have Supersonic by Carnival Night / Ice Cap Zone. Just usually, that's if I make some clumsy mistake in one of the stages, or if I just don't like the one that I got. Shut up.
You know the level design so well, TK. Clap Steve for that.
I'm gonna clap you already.
Anyway, yeah, like in Launch Base Zone, I never take the bottom route for some reason. I should do that because I always used to think that Launch Base Zone has so much pits and traps for. And then suddenly I played it again and it doesn't. Like there's no falls or bottomless pits you can actually go through in Launch Base Zone. And I was just thinking that, hey, maybe one day I will try out, but never found a special stage. I only tried out once. But it was much more of a longer route, and it was quite boring to go through the bottom route instead of the higher route, which I normally do, which actually count the adrenaline speed of what Sonic 3 is all about. Or Sonic in some cases.
Well, the thing about Launch Base Zone is it's a highway. There's actually about 3 or 4 different routes, maybe even 5, and you can't tell because they all lead to each other, of course. And the only reason why I know so much about it is because I just recently played it, like not even 30 minutes ago, and it's such a crazy design that sometimes if you try to stick to the high road, you end up going low no matter what because they force you to, or vice versa. And I find myself like just jumping to the bottom because I'm tired of, missing the darn pulley that I need to get across, or missing the spring or the ramp or whatever it is. So I just jump down to the bottom and end up doing it that way. And that's how I ended up finding those special stages.
So now we are back into the special stage, pretty much the first special stage of this episode for Carnival Night Zone. So, any luck finding an emerald in this one?
I don't even remember. I've played so many special stages during this Let's Play. The thing is, about my capture device, it's really laggy. So, I'm like, yes, I turned that one blue already. And it's like, no, you didn't. And it's like, what? Or, it's just like crazy. And I only got lucky for the first 5 or so emeralds, 5 emeralds. And there were a lot of times where I lost so many other ones that I just kind of just said, forget it. Because my capture device is just so slow. It records great, like the video quality and the sound quality is great. It's just that I can't see what I'm doing while recording.
Oh, you saw it right there and you got a chaos emerald, so kudos for you on that. That's another piece of the chaos emerald, even though you have admitted that you're not going to find all of them in this.
Maybe, but I still don't really know yet. It depends on the will of the darn capture device.
It's very true. I'm quite mistaken as well that you've not really gone through much of the checkpoints of going through one of those bonus stages. I was curious to know how come you haven't really used that feature as much.
You will see that because if you notice, I only have 1 life, and I'm gonna get a game over, by the way. I only have 1 life, so I desperately try to get one up from the bonus stage, and I failed. So then I die on the boss, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And then I just kind of take it from there. Now, Ice Cap, oh, you guys are going to laugh and enjoy yourself on that one. I make so many mistakes. Now, that stage is just plain glitchy. I will never, ever play the Sega Saturn version again. I can tell you that now.
Well, it seems that you have passed the Barrel of Doom here from your great experience now, after looking at forums and such.
No, actually, thank you very much. It's in the manual.
Really?
Yes, it is.
Wait, so they actually put a manual just to have a hint of how to pass the Barrel of Doom?
I believe so, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
hey, you kids, want to pass the Barrel of Doom? Here you go, manual. So this is like a manual. Wow, can't believe it.
I believe it was in the manual, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember, it's been a long time. But no, it didn't just come naturally to all of us blue.
It should have.
Moving on, so I'm not gonna get this emerald, right? I'm gonna try desperately. In fact, I think I'm gonna lose at like 2.
Really?
Maybe. I think so. Let's find out.
Did it get too fast for you?
No, actually, I thought I won, and then... Oh, wait, that's what happened. That's what happened, okay.
Wow, the way how you just... And look how all the Chaos Emeralds just go grey on you. You're not getting a Chaos Emerald this time, buddy.
Nope, never again.
Anyway, we're back onto Act 2 of Carnival Night Zone, and we're still not even to the climax part of Carnival Night Zone, where it all goes dark, and Knuckles just chuckles at us, or giggles.
Nope, we have a long... This is a very long Let's Play, and it only covers 2 stages. See what I've been going through? You see?
Or at least you got some stories to tell about Sonic 3 for us, I guess.
Sonic 3 is my favorite Sonic game, so that should let you know how how much I enjoy it and have pretty much broken the game. You know, I know the physics like this. It just, I know pretty much all the secrets of the game. I even know how to do the code. You know, the one that no one can do because they're too slow and their fingers are fat. Yeah, I know how to
You mean the one when it just goes straight into the intro?
Exactly. I know how to do that. I can get it right every time.
My fingers ain't fat. What are you trying to say?
Your fingers
I've
are
tried that so many times. The only one I can do is the one in the pulley.
That's Sonic Knuckles in 3. Sonic 3.
And you can do Sonic 3 as well in the pulleys.
Can you?
Levels. Yes.
That's a
Any pulleys in Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles for the first stage, you can do that level select code.
Really?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to test out this theory because I didn't know that worked.
You can do it with any cats as well, like you can do it with Tails and Knuckles as well, for that. Not just Sonic.
Oh yeah, of course. But that's
But yeah, with the change of level design, do you have the passion you have to keep on going through this stage? Because for me, this was so dark and gloomy.
Well, yeah, you gotta get out of the carnival, otherwise the killer clown is gonna kill you. So, you know.
Well, I like to when it's all light and happy.
But you're never happy in this stage.
Kinda, yeah, I am. It's when I'm not getting knocked around by those white balls all the time.
Well, I, for one, do like when level design changes. And this one was very subtle. It's like the lights are off. And it actually makes it a little bit challenging because some of the platforms kind of blend in with the background now. And sometimes you don't know if you can, you know, you jump across something and you're like, oh, I just fell down. Why? The ground was right there. And it really wasn't.
But yeah, much more to the gimmicks of the stages in terms of enemies. We got the shoulder, I call it. As in, he actually pokes around and tries to shoot you. We've got the lightning guys that try and get scared when you're nearby and they explode. So what do you feel to that type of experience of these enemies?
Pretty unique. You don't really see enemies like that anymore at all. You know, so it's kind of tailored to Sonic 3. Some of these enemies, and I wish that we could see like a 3D incarnate version. Like we see the spiky spinner, not the spiky spinner, the little spike guy. I don't know his name. The little spiky guy. He spins. The little black ball with the spikes orbiting around him. We see him in Sonic Adventure, and he came from this game. There's a few others as well that we do get to see in 3D, but I would like to see like the exploding lightning guy in 3D. I think that would be pretty, because you know it's like how do you dodge that in 3D? You know, so they'd have to be really creative with that.
So what do you think is the hardest enemy in a 2D game?
In a 2D game?
Yeah.
There's a couple. There's the little shell guys. They look like turtles from Mario. They stick on the wall and they shoot at you. And you can't hit them unless they're open. So you have to be quick and hit them. Otherwise they're gonna hit you pretty much and you have to just dodge their attack. You're gonna see those in the launch base zone. Those to me are some of the hardest little badniks. I almost said something. They're the hardest little badniks to destroy in the Sonic games, but not necessarily to dodge. Or you know, there's definitely worse that do more damage to you, but they're definitely hard to hit.
Very true. I guess I'll say the hardest stages are going to be in Metropolis Zone. Nah, I was going to say from Sonic 1's, but that was pretty much from Scrap Brain's trickery and those shredders. Ugh. Then, yeah. But moving on is another part showing those white balls. I just want to go so fast and they keep knocking me back. That's what they're doing to you right now.
Well, they do that. That's what they're there.